What is going on, you guys? Today I have another episode for you where I'm going to be reviewing a YouTuber named Sam Tyler, and the title here is Why He Left the UK and Moved to Thailand. No regrets. Let's get into it.
It's been 5 years since I left the UK. I sold all my belongings. I left behind all my friends, my family, moved to Thailand, not knowing what to fully expect and how my life would turn out. And I haven't looked back ever since. To be honest, this is something that I never planned. If you were to ask my former self 5 years ago, would I have dreamed of living in this beautiful country, which is Thailand, doing what I'm doing now, which is being a content creator, I would have just looked in your eyes and just laughed and said, yeah, right. So long story short, the purpose of this video is to show you what my life is like moving from the West to Asia and why I have zero regrets about it. And it's also to show you that if I can do it, you can do it too. And if this video just inspires just one of you, I'm happy with that. November 2018. I was in England, and that was right when I moved to Thailand. But before that, I came to Thailand for a trip. 2017, 3 times, and also once in early 2018. I fell in love with the place. When I went back to England to work, back to reality, I had a solicitor's job in an admin office. I was feeling a bit stuck at the time, feeling lost, and I always knew that traveling was my passion and exploring new places, new things, new cultures. And what I did is I saved up most of my money, took a good 8 or 9 months, and had a plan to come back to Thailand. And I had the planned date in my head as November 2018. That was the date I would move and live in Thailand. At that time, I was 23 years old, and once I'd saved up enough money, sold all my belongings, I knew it was the right time to say goodbye to my family and friends, and I was moving to Bangkok.
This is important. You heard what he said, right? He said that he planned the day, prepared for it, so worked for a while, kept it in mind, saved up, and just went. No regrets. Literally 0 regrets. So let's keep going.
So when I finally got off the plane, the humidity hit me straight in the face, along with the smells of Bangkok, which, to be honest, are quite distinct. And that's when I knew I was here. The little kid inside of me was bursting out to just try everything, do everything, go everywhere. And that's when it hit me. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand, and this is the start of a new adventure. If you're wondering what this is doing here, this is a classic Bangkok number plate. And these are my lucky numbers. 7. My birthday's December the 7th. So I thought it's pretty cool, right? I like it anyway. It's a good decoration. Anyway. I think one thing people don't talk about enough when moving to a new country is actually how lonely you can get. To do that, you really have to put yourself outside your comfort zone. You go into a completely new surroundings, new people, new everything. And when you're in there, you really do miss your family and friends. And it happened to me. I remember the first couple of weeks, months, there's times where I was really down, just thinking about how I'm missing out on being home with my close friends, my best friends, my family members. And that's something which, like I said, a lot of people don't really talk about. But there is a real strength and power with being alone. And that's where you flip the tables. And being comfortable on your own, with yourself in your own skin, there's a real strength and power in that. And I was at...
Yeah, this is important because you're actually already happy. People have just convinced you otherwise, or convince you to attach to other emotions like loneliness, I'm sad, this and that. This is why you see a bunch of articles or other YouTube videos from different people who moved, like expats or digital nomads. This guy obviously isn't like that, but there's a lot of ones that are like, I traveled to 57 countries, and then I was just so lonely the whole time, so I went home. Well, yeah, they probably were, because they probably remote worked in their room all day, and they didn't make a legitimate effort to make new connections. Because that's the key here, right? You have to consider learning the language. You have to consider going out, maybe getting out of your comfort zone a little bit more, and not just staying in the room or going to an office, like a co-working space, to work all day. Like, you actually have to put a little bit of intentional effort, some relaxed action, like, oh, there's this event that sounds interesting to me at this place coming up this week. Let me check it out. And this way you start meeting people who align with you, right? I mean, you're not going to get along with everybody, which is fine. That's normal. But you're going to start connecting with people who align with you. And this is good. And that's why it's like the people who go home and they're like, oh, it was so lonely. It's because they didn't really put that full effort in. Finding new good friends, people who you're raising each other up, your frequency, you're both leveling up together. That, because you can meet a bunch of people and they're not going to be like amazing friends, right? So there's a difference there. So it's good that he's bringing this up.
Really fortunate to find who's now one of my Thai best friends called Washi, and she helped me adjust incredibly. She was like my tour guide, let's say. She showed me around the city, introduced me to new places, new things, new parts of Thailand, new friends, and having a person like that really made me feel comfortable and able to do whatever I wanted in terms of exploring new avenues, traveling to new places, and trying new things.
I just want to add on to that real quick. Start following things that you're actually interested in doing. Don't just be the work, gym, sleep, repeat person, right? Like if you do something like this, he went to Bangkok or wherever you go, just start, like if you like rock climbing or bouldering indoor, go to that. If you like cooking classes, go to that. If you like yoga, go to that. Go to things where there's other people who have a similar interest in you, and then you're going to start aligning a lot more easily. If you're not the party type, you don't have to do that, right? You have to find something else that suits you. Like I don't drink alcohol and I'm not the party type, so I have to find other things that suit me where I'm more aligned with the people there. So I love that he brought this point up.
What I will say about Thailand is the food here is arguably the best in the world. You could have amazing street food to restaurants, sky bars, amazing places. And when you come here, you'll see that for yourself. You'll see the spices, the ingredients, all the herbs that are added into these dishes. And I can't wait for you to try, to be honest, because for me, Thai food is king. Nothing comes close. Yeah. Pad Kra Pao is my favorite.
Yep.
And Thailand is actually like a melting pot of other Asian countries. Once you come here, you'll see it's a mix of Thai, Singaporean, Chinese, Japanese, Burmese. One question I do get a lot is Thailand safe? Can I go there? Can I feel comfortable in my own skin? Can I walk around at nighttime on my own? And the answer to all these questions is yes. Thailand is an incredibly safe country. Probably the most unsafe or dangerous thing about this country is the bikes. So if you're going to drive a bike here, make sure you have a license, you wear a helmet, you be prepared, because the road rules here are very, very different.
Yep.
The cost of living here is a lot cheaper compared to England. If you want to rent a condo, for example mine, I pay 13,000 baht per month, which is around $360, and for that I get...
Pause. Condo. Keep this in mind. Condo. And a lot of these in Thailand, by the way, it's not just Thailand, there's some in like Eastern Europe or Latin America as well. You can do your research where it's interesting to you. But this is important because there's a lot of really nice condos in Thailand, like in Bangkok, right? In the city. Maybe sometimes you have to go a little bit out, but it's easy to get on the SkyTrain and get to where you want to go quickly. All that said, you'll still have maybe a gym attached to your condo, probably a pool, or probably an infinity pool, honestly, where it's like overlooking the city. For something like that, 360, 450, sometimes it's a little bit more, but really it's like 450 or 360 for like a Thai price. If you get the Farang or the foreigner price, they might try to jack it up.
42 square meter room, living room, kitchen, bedroom, one bathroom, small balcony. And the best thing is the facilities on the condo. So with this condo, I have a large, massive infinity pool with a stunning view of the city. It's great, especially at sunset. It's a co-working space on the same level. There's a gym, and then at the top we have a rooftop lobby, which you can obviously work there. And then on the ground level have things like restaurants, hairdressers, massage shops, 7-Eleven, and then around...
Look, that's exactly what I said. 360 for all that niceness. You would get shit in the US for that. Right? Like absolutely, you wouldn't even have a closet to live in. It would be like 3,600 for that level of quality. Maybe. So, like 10 times as much. Like that's absolutely nuts.
The condo, there's a green area to go walk, which is great for me because I love walking every night. That's one of my hobbies. Sounds boring, but yeah, it's true. Even with things like electricity, I pay around $40 per month, which is about 1,400 baht. And then water bill comes to about 100 baht per month, which is about $3.
Man.
So it's extremely, extremely cheap here. And if you want to live that comfortable, cheap lifestyle, you can do, because this is Thailand. On the flip side, if you want to go bougie, go to these nice restaurants, the sky bars, the fancy places, you can also do that. So Thailand, for me, caters to both. Ooh, hold on, my sign just fell off. Let me fix it. Around about here, wasn't it?
Let me add on to this for you guys. I don't know if he's going to mention, me, I've tested it out personally. I rarely spend more than $10 a day on food, eating out for every meal. Remember that. because you can. I mean, obviously you can like blow all your money, right? But it's very easy to stretch your dollar rather than spending it on overpriced things in the U.S. or for him the U.K., Australia, Canada, New Zealand. A lot of the westernized places.
Is that wonky? I think it's wonky. And the message for this video is to let you know that whatever background you're from, whether you're a man, a woman, old or young, you can always make a change and go after what you really desire. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. When I was back in England, I had no responsibilities, single, no wife, and I thought to myself, that's the perfect time for me. I'm not saying you have to be in that same situation, but it's possible. The most important thing is to just put yourself outside of your comfort zone. And I know that everyone is different and not everyone is going to feel the same way that I do, but making the videos that I do, sharing my experiences, if I can just inspire one of you, I know that my job is done. And Thailand really has something for everyone. If you want the busy, quick, fast, high energy paced lifestyle, then Bangkok is for you. If you want the more relaxed, reserved, laid back, chilled lifestyle, then you could live somewhere like Chiang Mai. Alternatively, if you want to live at the beach, somewhere tropical, coconut water in your hands, more of the nomadic lifestyle, then you go to Samui or Phuket. And that being said, don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment down below if you've had.
Yeah, guys, this is a great video, and I totally agree with what he's saying. If you have a calling, like an interest in doing something like this, it might be time for you to start making the moves, the chess moves to get over here or whatever country that is that you're interested in, and live your dream life basically. And he made a good point. It's not just a young person thing. I see a lot of older guys, older people, older women too. Expats, and they're still making the leap. So you can do it too. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. You got this, bro.